Hello, thanks for joining me. I've been looking for orange things today. I wonder if you can go around your house and have a look for some orange things. I found an orange t-shirt. I'll show you this on our Zoom, but this is a great thing. It's orange, it's like a beach mat. Got some orange wool. I've even got some oranges. Well, I think they're satsumas actually. And orange bowl. Oh, I didn't know I had so many orange things. Maybe after this you can go and start to collect your orange things ready for the Zoom story and singing times later on in this week. I had such a lovely time with you last week. It's good to see you. Today we're thinking about our neighbours and the people who live near us, because I was thinking about the story that we've got this week, and Jesus was once asked a question and it involved neighbours, and he asked Jesus this really important question, and Jesus said that you need to love God and love your neighbour as you love yourself. And then the man who was talking to Jesus asked him, well, who is my neighbour? And Jesus told this story to help us understand who our neighbours are, because they're not just the people who live next door to us on either side. So the story went a little bit like this. One day there was a man who was travelling along the road, and as he got to a certain place, somebody bad jumped out and hit him over the head and knocked him down, and then ran away with all his things. Now the poor man was lying there, the sun was beating down, and all sorts of things were going through his head. And along came a man who worked at the temple. He came along and he looked at the man and thought, and he just carried on walking all the way past and didn't stop. And then a second man did. This man also worked in the temple, but he looked and didn't stop, and he walked all the way by. Now the next thing he heard was a man who came from a different land. Now these people were not good friends. This man was from a place called Samaria. He was a Samaritan. And the man thought to himself, oh no, this man's not going to help me, is he? Oh, because he's like my enemy. But the man stopped. He helped him up. He even put him on his donkey. He helped him go all the way to an inn. He said to the man who worked at the inn, will you put him into your bed and look after him? And I promise I'll be back and I will pay you what I owe you. Now Jesus said to the man who asked him the question, which of these three was the neighbour? Was it the two that walked past? Or was it the Samaritan? And obviously we know that it was this one, the Samaritan, wasn't it? He was the one who was a good neighbour. He stopped to help. And Jesus said to the man who was talking to him, well, you have to go and be a good neighbour like that. And it's made me think how we can be good neighbours. Now it's really difficult, isn't it, when we can't actually see the people who live in our road. But I had a really good idea, and I wonder if you could do it with me. I thought it would be really, really good this week if we would take just a piece of paper. I mean, you might have got some card at home, but it's just an ordinary piece of paper. I want you to fold it in half, and I want you to make a card for somebody who you know, Mummy and Daddy know, who lives in your street, who might be on their own or not got very many families. Now, because you are lovely young children, I think it'd be really good if you could send a card to somebody who's old, even older than me. They would love to have a card from you. Now, you could get Mummy or Daddy to write the words, something like this, maybe, if we could put thinking of you. Now, this is what you can do, because you've got all the things at home that I don't have, because I've not got little children. Have you got some stickers you could put on it? Could you draw a flower if it's for a lady, or even if it's for a man, it doesn't matter? Could you draw your favourite animal? If you're not very good at drawing, maybe you've got a magazine or something that you could find a picture in and you could cut it out. Now I've got this old magazine here with some flowers in, and I thought it'd be quite nice to have a look through this and maybe, oh, look at these lovely flowers. I think I might cut out, let's see, oh, that one, I like that one. Do you like this one? Let's see if I can cut this one out. And you don't have to be very careful, because actually it's just the sending the card that's going to make your neighbour feel very, very happy. And I'm just going to cut out this flower. Oops, I'll trim it. Maybe you know that your neighbour likes certain food. You could cut out a picture, or you could draw that food. Or even if you're feeling like baking or doing something very special, you could make some biscuits or something for one of your neighbours. I am sure they would love to hear from you. But you've got to do it with mummy or daddy. Now there's my flower there. Now I've got some pens here as well, so I thought I might just draw. I'm going to draw my own pink flower. So I want a yellow middle. Let's have my yellow middle here. I'm sure that you are really, really good at drawing, aren't you? And I'm just going to draw my flower like this. Ooh. And I'm going to colour it in. Now I wonder what you're good at drawing. Are you good at drawing animals? Are you good at drawing houses? Are you good at drawing people? I'm going to give my flower a stem and a bit of a leaf. I'm going to colour that in as well. There we go. Ooh. Now, there seems to be some gaps on here. Now, maybe you've got some stickers, but I found these pens that my children had when they were little, and they do stampers. And so I'm just going to put some stamps all around in the gaps. Now, these are some more leaves, which make it look really pretty. The yellow one, the yellow one is a lovely, happy, smiley face. So I'm going to put some more happy, smiley faces on my card. And let's just see what the red one is. Oh, yes, look, the red one is some hearts. Oh, now I'm going to write this card to one of my neighbours, and I'm going to say that I'm thinking of her, and I'm going to just pop it through the door. Maybe you could do that for one of your neighbours, because I think at this time it's really, really good to remember those people who are living on their own and maybe can't see their grandchildren very much and would just like to see something from a little person. It's really good to have a go. Let me just pray before we go. Jesus, we thank you that you ask us to be a good neighbour and to be friendly and to do kind things. And we want to be more like the Samaritan man in your story. We want to help and we want to be a good neighbour. Help us this week. Amen. Lovely to see you. Now, I'm going looking for some more orange things, and I would love to see your orange things when we meet up on the Zoom. And I wonder, can you think of any songs that have orange things in them? I'm going to have to go and start thinking, because I'm going to see you on Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday, whichever time you choose, and it'd be lovely to see you. Come in your orange clothes, bring an orange balloon, come eating a satsuma. I don't mind what you do. It would just be lovely to see you. Take care. See you soon. Bye.